Well, happy 4th of July, Dojo Nation. I hope you're going to have a great day today. Um, I was going to put this out yesterday, but Facebook was having some trouble. So we held off a day. And unlike last week, it's not a work ethic issue. I actually had a good excuse. So I got to talking with some friends that are out enjoying the Super Show, and I hear they're having a great show. It sounded like everybody's having a blast. A lot of people, a lot of great speakers, a lot of great information. Congratulations to Century, Frank Silverman, Dave Wall, and all the people that bust their butts to put that thing on out there for us. We are really fortunate to have a large company that is willing to put that up because if Century was gone, there would be no Super Show. But what I got to talking about with some of my friends is the term I like to use is lesson liability. You might call them paid in fulls, cash outs, whatever you want to do. Um, there was a guy about 20 years ago that came around and got everybody doing a ton of cash. It cost a whole bunch of people a lot of trouble. Got a bunch of schools put out of business. Uh, there's nothing wrong with cash if you're a good manager of cash. There's nothing wrong with having a machine gun if you know how to handle a machine gun. Um, but to run your business on cash, there's something I want everybody to realize. If you give me $5,000 for 4 years of martial arts, I owe you 4 years of martial arts. If I do that for 20 people, I've got a $100,000 liability. If I close down tomorrow, I have to write checks back or I'm liable. People have gone to jail. Now, if you're running your business on cash, so you're paying tomorrow's bills or today's bills with cash going forward, that, my friends, is called a Ponzi scheme. That's against the law. And I'm surprised we haven't gotten in trouble. We had some idiots come into Wisconsin years back, and they're big. Actually, they went around the country. A lot of people did this, because they would come in and say they're building a health club. They would charge everybody pre-construction prices, and then they'd go drinking down in the islands. Um, I'm okay with the going to the islands part. Being a thief, I don't think is the way to do it. Um, we've had some trouble with people doing cash outs and leaving town in our industry, more than one. When people go to jail, extradited out of states to other states because they took money, had a liability, and didn't cover it. So just as you're thinking about your business model, and sometimes we hear these huge months. A good month is great. A good year is better. A good 5 years is tremendous, and a great life is really what we're after. It doesn't take much to go in and cash a whole bunch of people who really trust you out of a lot of money, and then burn your accounts receivable so you have to pay for your upcoming bills with new money. So just being cautious. Remember the term lesson liability. I know people that have millions of dollars in lesson liability. That's their choice. Um, hopefully everything goes right and they don't ever get in a position where they have to come up with that dough if they don't have it. They've got it in an account, fine. But most people, most martial artists didn't start martial arts because they wanted to be a business person. They don't really have the martial arts skills. A lot of us don't. I certainly didn't, and I'm still learning. And learning money management and how cash flow works really wasn't part of your gold belt test, I don't imagine. So make sure that you understand what you're doing with this cash, that it's safe, and more importantly, you're safe. We've got a wonderful industry. We can improve a lot of people's lives, but let's make sure we're doing it right. I would hate for somebody in my town or your town to end up on the news that they took a whole bunch of money from a whole bunch of people and couldn't cover their liability. Other than that, oh, by the way, this month, the alumni, people who've attended Cause Talks, they get the lowest price of the year. So if you guys are alumni and you're planning on going next year, you can put a deposit down. Uh, we're doing it as an all-inclusive thing this year. Your deposit covers your hotel room, a bus trip out to Coconuts. If you haven't been to Coconuts, ask somebody that has. They probably don't remember going there, but they can give you some kind of information on it. And the event, we're gonna have a bunch. I got some great speakers again this year. It's always a fun time. All right, folks. Enjoy the week. We'll see you next week. Randy Reed, over and out.